Howdy folks, Trappin Fool out here, trying to do this in between the rain. I want to bring another edition of Cal's Kitchen here. I got some catfish fillets. What I'm going to make is blackened catfish. I'm going to have to walk back and forth between the camera here because I can't get everything in here at once and I'm focused on me. So I've got focused right here first. This is the catfish fillets. These are some caught last weekend, I think it was. But anyways, for blackened catfish, I love Tony Chacher's Creole seasoning. Use it all the time. I got turned on to that from a buddy that I worked with years ago. Anyways, with blackened catfish, what you want to do, it's best to do it in cast iron. I've actually got it going over here. I don't think it's in the frame yet. I'll turn over there when I start cooking. I'll focus on that. What I want to show you is the prep first. The prep actually over here for this that you can't see is I've got cast iron in on the burner side of this. And it's been heating for probably 10 minutes now, 15 minutes anyways. The thing with anything blackened, you've got to get that cast iron hot. So it sears is what's going to happen here. Anyways, for the prep here for the fish, I've already got it filleted out. I've pretty much let it drip dry a little bit here, get a little dried off. Then what I do is you add seasoning to it. Hopefully I can get this done before this rain comes back. It looks like it might be coming back. Flip it over, season the other side of it. This is a Creole seasoning that I use, but you can just use salt and pepper, just pepper, whatever you want, any kind of seasoning. This gets pretty spicy when it's done here. But you can see I've blackened the fish here, and of course my phone's ringing. Catch that in a minute. Have to go to voicemail. Alright, now you can see we've got the fish all covered in Creole seasoning, both sides. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to step over and get this going. I got to get it focused over there though. I think I'll move the camera up a little bit maybe and focus more on what I'm doing here. Get this lid open. I've actually got the lid down on this. Oh yeah, that looks good and hot there. I don't know if you can see what's going on in this pan. I'm going to actually zoom up a little bit. Cars, of course, are going to come by. I'm going to zoom right in on that pan, I think, is what's going to happen here. I'm going to be out of the picture here, but you can see what happens. You can see I've got this red hot, my cast iron in here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these fillets, throw them right down onto there, right into it. You can see it already shrinking up here. Starting to shrivel. And it's best to do this outside. If you do it in the house, you better have a vented system. Otherwise it'll smoke up the house. Sear it on the one side here. Flip it over. Sear that other side. Woo, that's some strong smoke. Sometimes with the fish it curls like this one did on me. So I'll push it down just to make sure it sears there. Get a drink here. I actually prefer to do this on like a Cajun cooker. It gets this red hot. I do blackened duck in the fall, and it's awesome too, but you need this skillet red hot for that. Basically, I'll just keep flipping this back and forth here now. But any juice that comes out of this is pretty much just burned instantly. It's so hot. And just like any fish, you want to check it. Make sure it's going to flake apart there. I think what I'm going to do is lower this lid on it now and let it heat up just a touch more. Apparently most of the time these side burners don't get these things hot enough to do this, so that's a problem I got going on, so it's going to take a little longer. But if you had an outdoor burner, cooker, or inside stove where you can get this really hot, it goes a lot faster. But you can see why you want to use cast iron in this. You can see this bottom, this pan already is burned up looking, but it's a good seasoned pan. It'll come right off of there. I know my father used to do blackened carp all the time. He loved that stuff. I've never tried it. I've done it with the catfish here all the time. But I imagine it'd be good. That back part of the tail there, good white meat out of carp too. So imagine that'd be real tasty. Alright, let's see here. No, still not ready. Usually I do this with smaller, thinner fillets too. But this is all I had, so I wanted to do it with this to show you guys the gist of it anyways, so you guys can try it yourself. But you can see all the juice that's been trapped in the fillet that's coming out now, just from me pushing on it. That one's getting close. This one's a little thicker at the end here. Still kind of rubbery is what I'm looking at. When I'm cooking this, I'm sure these ends are done here. I don't know if you can see this, how it flakes apart there, pulls apart. That's done down here, but this end, you need it to do it in the thickest spot too. It's still not flaking or pulling apart right. So, needs a little longer here. Flip it over. Let the heat get to it a little bit better here. I need to get one of those bacon griddle, whatever they call them, hold it down. That would be excellent for this. Alright. Yep. Oh yeah. I think we're done now. Alright, there you go. Try to get this up on me here. Blackened catfish fillets. Put these down on the plate here. Get this turned off. Get the camera back up on me here real quick. Give me a second to adjust. Anyways, that's blackened catfish. Somebody asked, I had a request for showing how to do some catfish. That's the blackened catfish that I do. Usually I'll serve it with curried rice or a Spanish rice. Light over a bed of that. It's an excellent meal. If you have any suggestions for something that you'd like to see me cook for Cal's Kitchen here, drop a comment in my comment there under the video. Make sure you like all my videos too. It helps me keep going here and shows me that people like them and keeps me doing the videos. Subscribe to me also. You can find me on Instagram at Cal's Outdoors. Subscribe to my Facebook page, a group page at Cal Outdoors 2016, or just search Facebook groups Cal's Outdoors. Alright, this has been an episode of Cal's Kitchen. Trappin' Fool out. Until next time.